Morning.
Morning.
I'm Catherine Donald, the Executive Director for the Coalition for Tobacco-Free Arkansas. I welcome you to this press conference to recognize today, November 21st, as the National Great American Smokeout Day that occurs I'm about to say every third Thursday, but that is not correct. It occurs on the third Thursday of November annually. Tobacco use remains the single most preventable cause of death and disease in the U.S. Yet, from something that is preventable, yet more than 30 million American adults still smoke, and almost 500,000 of those smokers die from tobacco use. The most important thing a smoker, a vapor, and other tobacco users can do to improve their health is to quit. We encourage the users of all tobacco products and nicotine products, including vapes and premium cigars, to use the Great American Smokeout Day as an opportunity to promote a tobacco-free lifestyle, not just for one day, but in hope that participating in today would lead to a year-round smoke-free journey. We know that smoking is one of the strongest and most deadly addictions one can have. Quitting starts with a plan, and a strong support system is very helpful too. We hope smokers everywhere are encouraged, empowered, and supported on this Great American Smokeout Day to take a one-day stand by helping us recognizing today as the Great American Smokeout Day. To help us in our endeavors, we have a great lineup of speakers, and they're going to come to you in this order. First, we'll have Mr. Hayes Miller, who's going to come and provide greetings on behalf of the Coalition for Tobacco-Free Board of Directors. Following Hayes Miller, we have our Honorable Mayor, Mr. Frank Scott Jr., who's going to come and read a proclamation. He has proclaimed November 21st, 2024 as the Great American Smokeout Day in Little Rock. Following our Honorable Mayor, we have Ms. Sandelyn Bullock, who's coming to talk to us about smoking, the research, and the science. We also have with us today Dr. Bala Simon, who's the Chief Medical Officer and State Chronic Disease Director with Arkansas Department of Health. And he's going to talk to us about the role vaping plays in nicotine addiction and disease. Following Dr. Bala, we have a former smoker who's going to come and give a short testimonial, Mr. Dwight Pridgett, who is a reentry coordinator, Department of Community Corrections, City of Little Rock. Following Dwight's testimonial and call to action, we have a smoker who is going to answer the call. We have Mr. Mikhail Rasul, a local businessman from Little Rock, Arkansas, coming. I don't believe Mr. Derek Lindsay is with us this morning. So that is the order in which we will proceed. At this time, I will ask Hayes Miller to come.
And hello to all, and want to say thank you for your attendance, especially on behalf of the Coalition for Tobacco-Free Arkansas, and to all of our dignitaries, Honorable Frank Scott, and the good doctor who has shown up, and especially to those of you who are going to share your story as well about quitting and having dealt with tobacco use. I want to give also a big thanks, and I want to ask everybody to join me in a big round of applause for Ms. Catherine Donald, because she works tirelessly in this endeavor. And again, my name is Hayes Miller. I'm one of the board members. Our other board members are Frank Honor, who is president of the board. What's Ruthie's last name? Yeah, Ruthie Johnson and myself. I work in an office just across the river. I can see City Hall from my office, and I work at a place called the Family Service Agency. My job is to implement and assist communities with implementing drug prevention activities and programs. And I've been doing that for quite some time now. And again, I want to thank you on behalf of the Coalition for Tobacco-Free Arkansas for joining us today on this occasion.
Good afternoon. Morning. Sorry about that. Just want to take this time to share our appreciation to this organization and what we are doing to improve healthy lifestyles here in Arkansas State Capital City. And for that reason, that's why we are proclaiming today to be the Great American Smokeout Day. With that being said, whereas for nearly 50 years, the American Cancer Society has hosted the Great American Smokeout on the third Thursday of November, providing the opportunity for individuals to commit to healthcare, healthier, smoke-free lives, not just for a day, but yes, year-round. And whereas the Great American Smokeout empowers individuals, community groups, businesses, and healthcare providers to encourage smoking cessation, offering resources and tools to help people quit smoking and stay smoke-free, thereby improving public health. And whereas the Great American Smokeout has its origins in grassroots efforts such as the Arthur P. Mullaney 1970 initiative in Randolph, Massachusetts, and Lynn R. Smith's 1974 Don't Smoke Day in Minnesota, both of which inspired millions to embrace a smoke-free lifestyle. Whereas the first official nationwide smokeout, launched by the American Cancer Society in 1977, helped shift public attitudes about smoking, leading to impactful community programs, smoke-free laws, and reductions in exposure to secondhand smoke, all of which have saved countless lives. And whereas the City of Little Rock recognizes this importance of this day in promoting health and wellness, protecting individuals from the harmful effects of smoking and secondhand smoke, and supporting those who wish to quit smoking in their journey toward a smoke-free future. Now, therefore, I, Frank Scott Jr., Mayor of the City of Little Rock, do hereby proclaim today, November the 21st, as Great American Smokeout Day. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sandalyn Bullock. I'm a project manager at the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences. It gives me great honor to be here today to speak on smoking from a research and science perspective on such an important day as this, the Great American Smokeout Day. For many decades, smoking has been a grassroots issue to many health consequences. In fact, smoking remains the most preventable cause of disease and death in the United States. According to the CDC, 19.8%, or nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults, reported current tobacco use in 2022. Although numbers have declined, there is still work to be done to help support individuals who are still smoking. So what do? We want to encourage individuals to quit smoking. Quitting smoking is one of the most important steps you can take to improve your health. We know that quitting can be a difficult process due to the harmful addictive substance found in tobacco, which is nicotine. Nicotine acts on the brain's reward system, leading to strong cravings that can be difficult to refrain from. However, the good news is that quitting can become easier with a good quit plan and support. Research shows that people who smoke are more successful in their efforts to quit when they have support, such as telephone quit lines, self-help books, educational materials, and encouragement from family and friends. There are many health benefits to quitting smoking, no matter the age and how long or how much you have smoked. Key health benefits to quitting includes increase of life expectancy, lower risk of cancer and cardiovascular disease, just to name a few. On a financial standpoint, quitting smoking can save money, which is always a plus. As I take my seat, I encourage smokers to consider quitting for their health and their family's health. Let this day, Great American Smokeout Day, be the start to a positive journey towards a smoke-free life. Remember, the key to success is to keep trying and not give up. You got this. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming together on this great smoke out day. My name is Dr. Bala Simon. I'm a family and preventive medicine physician. I serve as the Deputy Chief Medical Officer at the Arkansas Department of Health. Do you all know what this is? A cell phone, right? You all know what this is? A pen. But both of these could be a vaping device. That's how vaping devices are hiding in plain sight in our communities, especially among our teenagers. This is a grave concern, y'all. 1 in 2 Arkansas high school students have used or experimented with a vaping device in the past 30 days. 1 in 2 use e-cigarettes or vaping device every day. Let me repeat that. 1 in 2 Arkansas high school students are using e-cigarettes or vaping device every day. Now, why is this a concern? E-cigarettes are formulated by the great tobacco industry to mimic as if it's a device to help quit tobacco. But research have found that that's not the case. Nicotine present in the e-cigarettes can be up to 4 times or more than the traditional tobacco or cigarettes. Now, what does nicotine does to the developing human brain, particularly for children and adolescents? It impacts their judgment. It impacts their brain growth development. Most importantly, there are over 100 unregulated substances in these e-liquids, which are used in the e-cigarette and vaping device. We have seen a spike or 400% increase in e-cigarette use among our teenagers. Because it comes in an aerosol, it can reach the farmost parts of the lungs, and it can cause something called a popcorn lung. A teenager or a high school student using e-cigarettes for just 3 days can develop permanent lung and liver damage as early. This is very serious. The popcorn lung, which typically develops in tobacco users or cigarette smokers for over 20 years, now develops within a span of 2 years of e-cigarette use. This is a grave threat to our communities. 90%, over 90% of those with popcorn lung are hospitalized or die. Leave alone the explosive nature of some of these e-cigarettes. They come in various forms, various flavors. They look like a flash drive. They look like pens. So this is an important message to all the parents and who have children of middle or high school, that we all need to be, as a society, not just call this a Great American Smokeout Day, but also Great American Smokeout and Vaping Day. We are entering into a new era of tobacco prevention and cessation. We need to be cognizant about the dangers of vaping and e-cigarettes among our youth in our communities. I thank you all for being here, and I'll pass on to our next speaker for call to action. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm gonna do like the doctor said. Anybody know what this is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. This is a year worth of tar. Imagine that, a year worth of tar. First of all, winning in faith, persisting in faith is a winning condemnation. First of all, I'd like to thank Ms. Catherine Donald for giving me this opportunity to share my personal story and for someone to take the stand and being a part of this Great American Press Conference. I am Dwight Bernard Glasgow Pridgeon. I'm a native of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, a 1985 graduate of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. In history, majoring in history and political science. I've been employed with the city of Little Rock since 17 years, since May 14th of 2007. I am a former probation officer with Pulaski County Circuit Court and was sentenced to federal prison in 2001 for my inappropriate, unprofessional decisions that I made. Please believe me, guys, that was a life-changing experience for me. But while incarcerated, I made a promise to the Lord, and I've always quoted, if you ever give me another opportunity to serve your people, I promise you I will serve them with the best of my ability and for me to continue to live a public servant life. And I'm sure you guys know what people I'm talking about, the people that I still serve today. Okay, I'd like to personally thank late manager city, like to personally thank the late city manager, Bruce Moore, and the former director, Andre Bernard, for giving me this opportunity 17 years ago. And believe that that was a person they wanted to see change. I was later transferred to the Department of Community Programs Department back in April of 2015. I was transferred to work with the Summer Youth Employment Opportunity, and also later became the reentry coordinator, interim reentry coordinator, but I didn't get the job. Excuse me. But I was asked to stay with the department as a tobacco education specialist in September of 2015. I always remember that promise I made back to the Lord. I said, if I'm ever given that opportunity, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But see, the story was that particular time before I took that job, I was smoking cigarettes. So I knew what I needed to do. I knew I needed to quit smoking because I did not want to be considered a hypocrite to other individuals that I was going to come in contact with. How would I look like going around and say, hey man, you know, smoking does this, I'm still smoking. You know, and I already was in a position where I needed to learn to develop trust with people again in life. So I remember that I just dropped, I quit cold turkey, just cold turkey. And I'm gonna say this today, that was hard, but I got in conclusion, I am Dwight Pridgeon. I get my willpower from my mother, because she also quit cold turkey in 2004. After going to the doctor, and the doctor told her, listen, Miss Pridgeon, if you don't stop smoking, you're gonna die of some smoking-related disease. I mentioned that to you guys. Now I'm the reentry coordinator with the City of Little Rock since 2021. So I ask this morning, do what I did. Take a leap of faith, at least for 24 hours. I'm asking just for 24 hours. As of today, I'm 33,300 days smoke-free. Thank you guys for listening to me. Smoking is preventable. It's your choice. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Mikhail Rasul. I am a local businessman, and I am an uncle to this city. I love to see people do well, and I love to see an opportunity like this where you can come and be a voice to someone who just may be listening. I started smoking cigars at the age of 19, premium cigars, and I am revealing my age now. I'm a 49-year-old man, but the reason I chose to take place in this is that You never know where you could be that one voice that someone is listening to who may be thinking about smoking. Someone may be trying to encourage them to do that. And you are that voice that says, hey, take another route. So today, I want to commit to 24 hours of doing something that a lot of people like myself sometimes think of enjoyment, you know, when you think of a premium cigar, but it's still smoking. So therefore, if you can encourage someone not to smoke, to think about if they are smoking, to stop smoking, then take that opportunity to be that voice. Sometimes the best example comes from the one with the experience. Thank you.
I would like to thank all of the speakers. The Honorable Mayor had to step out. Mr. Rasul, thank you for sharing your truth with us. Thank you for taking a one-day stand. Dwight, you know, I always thank you for always trusting us with your story and your willingness to help. For those people who may be listening out, as my dad would say, in television land, if you're listening to any part of this press conference that is going to be broadcast, we know that on this Great American Smokeout Day, we have over 30 million Americans who are considered smokers. But those people are so much more than just a smoker. So I always like to say it is a person who happens to smoke because they have big lives. And we stand here, and on our agenda, if you could see it, you will see this is a safety zone. We come to you this morning with no judgment. That is not the reason we're here. We're here to raise awareness because we know that smoking is the #1 preventable cause of death. And I always want to say preventable with a capital B. I can't scream it because I'm at the mic, but just envision that I am screaming preventable because there's many things we have no control over. We want to make sure that we protect our children. You heard Dr. Bala state about vaping. And this morning, Dr. Bala, I heard on Channel 7 News a report not only about the Great American Smokeout, but they followed that report about vaping and not only the popcorn lungs, the liver, the heart. This is no joke. And I will leave you with these closing remarks to just think about. Tobacco is a legal product. And we have a tendency to think if it's illegal, then it can't be that bad. But that is not the case when it comes to tobacco. Here again, we come not judging. This is a safe zone. We invite the smokers to join us in recognition of the Great American Smokeout Day 2024 by taking a leap of faith and taking it one step at a time and to see if you can make it 24 hours. And then maybe you're convinced, oh, on Friday, I'll try to see what I can do too. But if that doesn't happen, that's okay too. We just ask you to seriously think about, say, hey, when I can brush myself off and get back on the horse. That is what we ask. We're here to support you. We know that we have the Arkansas Quit line. Oh, I always want to say the Arkansas Quit line, Dr. Bala, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, which would lead you to Be Well Arkansas. There is support for you. Now, for those people who are here in attendance, we do have complimentary lunch and beverage to go with your box lunch. And if there are tobacco users here or in the building, and they will come down from their offices in a little while, we offer the opportunity for CO monitoring. We can refer you to a Quit Line service today, or just have a conversation with you. Once again, we welcome and thank you for attending the Great American Smokeout Day here at Little Rock City Hall on November 21st, 2024. This concludes our press conference. Now, are there any questions from anyone, of any of the speakers? No? Okay, thank you very much for being here.